Okay, but this is very important, and I will explain why. See, money absolutely belongs here. And I'm not talking about the prosperity gospel. I'm not talking about Christians need to be rich. Okay, this is not what it's about. It's about kingdom stewardship. So God desires his people to prosper. Okay, prosperity is part of the inheritance that God wants for his children. Okay, it's not required for salvation, but if you're like me, I want to access everything that the Lord has for me. Physical, spiritual, everything. Okay. I want every promise God has for my life. I don't want to leave anything on the table. Okay. And this is not for selfish gain, but so that the Lord's purposes can be fulfilled. Okay. Because the gospel is free, right? You listening to this teaching is free, but the methods of delivering it are not. Okay, it takes resources to plant churches, to host outreach events, send missionaries, pay for broadcast airtime, maintain ministry operations and websites, provide tangible help to those in need. Money is a tool. So, like I said, you might be listening to this message for free, but I have to pay the Google subscription. I have to pay the website, empoweringlives.online, right? It takes time. My time is also valuable, right? And it takes time where I could be, let's say, working a job or making money doing something else. But no, this takes investment. And so it's important that because if I didn't have a means to take care of my family, I wouldn't have a choice. I wouldn't be able to minister. I'd have to get a job, right? And not to say that I don't work, I do work. However, when you have your finances in order, you have the freedom to do more of God's work because you have that time back. You don't have to exchange that time for finances. And that's what happens a lot of times, especially in the US. We get so busy working because we're looking for that money, that tool it's needed. It's needed. Money pays the bills. Money is transactional. Okay, so what's the biblical perspective on money? Okay, one of the wisest and wealthiest kings in history, Solomon said, bread is